What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 146 of the Clever and Original Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Kody Misialek. Alongside me, the man with a plan, Jayden Reinhart.
My plan was to be very exhausted for the majority of the day.
Yeah.
That was my plan as well, and it happened.
I woke up and I went biking, like for an absurdly long distance that I wasn't prepared for, and I came back and I ate pasta, and those two things together. I was just like, nap time for 3 hours.
Ooh, I wish I could. Like I
It was a good time.
Closed last night, opened this morning.
Oof.
That sucks.
That's a bad kind of exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this guy over here is JJ Larson.
Yeah. That is me.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm done. I'm done. I can't.
Just kidding.
I can't do anything. No.
But yeah, so if you haven't listened to us before, we are the Clever and Original Podcast. We talk about comic book movie type stuff, video game type stuff, particularly in that order.
And bird calls.
Yes, and bird calls.
That is naturally what you do.
Although that's like different day.
Yeah.
Different.
same
We
day.
record that on a different day.
Yeah.
No, we don't. It's the same day. What are you talking about?
It's the magic of technology.
Why are
They
you
don't know
doing
that.
this, JJ?
You're breaking the fourth wall.
What fourth wall?
There are 4 walls in here. There's one.
No, there's more than that. There's more than 4 walls.
3,
in it.
4.
There's a 5th
5.
wall right there.
that wall there isn't a fifth wall.
Yeah, that
it's
is a fifth wall.
It's a bent wall. Someone bent the wall.
That makes no sense.
It was
No,
cool.
it makes
When
perfect
you
say
say
this is all
sense.
one wall then?
No.
Because it's all bent?
No.
No, that's a flat wall. That's a bent wall, obviously.
No.
Yes, obviously it is.
There's a hole in that one. Does that mean there's like a shit ton more walls in that hole?
No.
That actually almost was my death. Some guy on the other
What?
side, you know, like there's a really long. You can't see it if you're not watching the video, which you should be watching the video because we're awesome.
on YouTube.
Now you
On
have to look
YouTube.
at Jay.
Clever
That'd
and
be gross.
Original.
But the drill bit was like, I can't really like. It was like twice.
It was
this.
like
It was big.
it was like 3 feet long.
No, but it was really
It was
big.
the size of the average male penis.
Wow.
Well, but like the electrician guy was drilling a hole. I'm assuming to like feed a cord through.
Electrician
But he
guy.
didn't aim well. He didn't fucking measure right or whatever. And I was
He wasn't
sleeping.
Hawkeye,
I sleep-
apparently.
I like that looks high up on the wall.
Yeah.
But you see how like my pillows are like ramped
Yeah.
up?
Yeah,
I
no one
sleep
can
sitting
see
up.
that.
Yeah.
No one can see that. But
No,
just
not even the
trust
people
me.
who are watching the
Yeah.
video.
I
They
sleep
can't see
sitting
that.
up, and so even though the hole's like
Yeah.
here, like my head was like here. It went like right over my fucking head. And I went next, I like put on pajama pants, walked next door, and I was like, you almost killed me. I could have died. And he was like, sorry. And I was like, sorry? What?
Sorry.
I was so upset. I was
Wait.
so upset.
So I kind of blanked out. It's like he drilled through the wall.
Yes, over my head.
Over your
Like an
head.
inch over my head. It was like that's how I woke up, to a drill in my face. I could have just not woken up. I would have just been dead. I was so pissed.
Oh, that's
I was
hilarious.
And now when the lights are off, it kind of looks like a spider, and it still freaks me out. And it sucks.
Yeah, PTSD is
It's a fucked up thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drills coming through your walls.
Think you're okay sleeping in your bed?
Nope.
No.
A fucking drill comes through the wall. Fucks you up. You're dead.
It's not safe. Nowhere is safe. Ugh.
It
was a good time.
Yeah. But yeah. So shall we get on with the news then?
Yes.
All right.
Let us do it.
So something we've been talking about recently, but something more confirmed, more like
Yeah.
fact now than just rumors. Marvel Studios is creating an Eternals movie. They have hired Matthew and Ryan Firpo, 2 brothers, to write the Eternals as a movie, the script for that. They haven't done anything yet, but apparently, according to Hollywood Reporter, they wrote a spec script titled Ruin, which climbed to the top of a blacklist chart, which is like the best screenplays that were never made
Yeah.
into films. So yeah, and I guess getting into the Eternals are a race, genetically modified humans, experimented by the Celestials. And there you go. So, thoughts
cool.
on this Eternals movie, on these writers?
Seems cool.
Give me-
Seems like another mutants sort of thing
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
a way.
So this is like an underground thing, right? Like they don't want anyone to know they exist.
Right.
Yeah.
I like
I mean, I guess the
Mutants.
mutants don't either.
mutants, Inhumans, Eternals, all the same like concept of trying to stay hidden.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Iron Man's just like, fuck it, I'm Iron Man, bitch. I'm
Yeah.
rich. What are you gonna do?
I mean, it's kind of different, right? Iron Man's a normal human being,
Right.
and these people
How is
are like genetically
Spider-Man
modified.
like think about it. Like how are a lot of superheroes not mutants? I mean, sure they don't get their power from the X gene.
I feel like Spider-Man.
Well, it's
is,
like,
but like what is that?
Well, it's like, so I think the difference there is like you are born a mutant, right?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I mean, there are
Um,
differences, but it's like for purposes of like society.
Like I don't think
Like why is Spider-Man treated better than mutants? That doesn't make any sense.
because he like
that makes no sense.
yeah. I
at
mean
all.
yeah. I
Because
like
it's like
it's so it's
the
really
fears
weird.
Would be the same.
like in
The
the
exact
comics,
same.
right? Like
Yeah.
there's mutants who are like super powered people.
Yeah.
And then there's other super powered people, but for some reason there's a difference between everyone like plotting like Spider-Man saving the day versus like Cyclops or Jean Grey or Wolverine or whatever. Like those freaks.
Yeah.
I always thought that was kind of weird, but I think
Yeah.
generally mutants have something different, like physically.
Yeah.
That,
a lot of them do.
like for example, Angel has wings growing out of him, which like
Yeah.
no, I
Nightcrawler's blue and
Right.
has a tail and
Well,
other shit.
I
Also-
feel like.
also it's a metaphor for racism.
Yeah, it is, but it's like still when you think about it in like the context of the other
Yeah, in the
superpowered
context
beings
of the
running around,
universe,
it's a little bit like
Well, I think like one of the big reasons behind it was probably that it wasn't like one big universe before.
yeah.
Like, it was two different societies. I feel like if from the get-go it was one universe, they'd probably be equally hated.
I think the
It just wasn't
difference.
planned that way.
Yeah.
I think the difference there is like I said, mutants are born like that, and they have this weird, like it's physical, versus like Spider-Man is like for all intents and purposes a normal human being.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
plenty
he
of
can
mutants,
he can like turn it off, whereas mutants
plenty of them
can't.
look like normal humans, though.
Yeah, I mean
Jean
they
Grey,
do.
Storm,
Right.
kinda. I mean, her eyes are a little weird, but
And I feel like how would society know who was born like that?
they wouldn't.
They
unless you
wouldn't. They would
told
just
them.
see them on the streets or like in these events that happen around them.
Yeah,
Right.
And be like, oh, that fucking freak.
yeah.
You know?
Why wouldn't they think everyone's a mutant who is?
Well, it's
superpowers?
like
Yeah.
I mean you like.
if most people.
Well,
who do
I'm
is
trying to
all the
think of it like.
no.
So I think the
But-
big difference between like mutants
Yeah.
and kind of the Inhumans, because they have the similar thing,
Yeah.
and I guess the Eternals too, is like they're born with it versus like all the other superheroes like get their powers from either like
Yeah.
creating something
but-
or like having an experiment, like Captain America,
Yeah.
went on steroids. Like Fantastic Four, they went on some science expedition and like got hit with rays.
Well,
Same with
I mean,
Hulk.
those are all the differences, but like
Yeah.
that's not like if the only difference is that they're born with something. The attention from the rest of society makes no sense.
It feels like they're
It's
on different
still-
shelves of the same bookshelf.
Yeah, it still makes no sense.
It's kind of what it is.
because like
Right.
Like
they're-
I understand the difference,
Yeah.
but how would the society
I mean,
understand?
they're concerned about these people because they have like superpowers
Well, like-
and shit.
Yeah.
So like, they don't like the Inhumans. No one seems to care about.
Well, and that comes
well,
with
like
those
I
superheroes.
think
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think
Civil
look
War.
at modern, look at actual like reality, right? Like
Yeah.
actual life. Like there are people who are like not racist, but they're like homophobic, and like
Yeah.
vice versa. Like different minorities have like
Yeah.
different sort of like perceptions from different people, and so I think that's the best way I can like
Yeah.
explain it.
Yeah, it would have been if I feel like it would be a little different if they would have. If it would have all been, if they would have thought about it
Like
more
from the
collectively
get-go
as-
and
as
put it
from
on the same
get-go.
universe.
Yeah, I mean, it does like. I mean, you do have like the superhero registration thing, you know,
Right.
people with superpowers, mutants included in that. So it kind of gets rolled in,
Mhm.
like to everybody at some point. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, and I think generally most. Well, never mind. I was gonna say most mutants like aren't actually superheroes, but
yeah,
there's a shit
most-
ton.
There's a
that are.
bunch of them, but most of them aren't.
I mean, I feel
would
like it's
say.
just like the
Yeah.
ones we see in the comic books are like the interesting ones.
Yeah,
Well,
Like,
yeah,
there's more
they're,
outside
they're
of
the
that
ones
don't do
that
shit.
they're
They
the
have,
ones
like,
that
powers, like good powers
Yeah.
that aren't
like
just,
Vanisher.
Like, you know, like those scenes from those movies where it's like, oh, what's your power? And it's, well, I think that was in Deadpool 2, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And there's like shitty powers. Like, oh, I can blow a huge snot bubble. That's my power. Like, that's not fucking useful.
Yeah.
It's probably a bunch of mutants like that. Like, oh, I have fucking 80 toes on a
Well, like the
foot.
Blob.
Yeah.
Blobs. Yeah, I mean, there's the one that can like. It was in like X-Men 2, the movie. I think he could change channels on the television with his eyes.
Oh, yeah, he
He
blinked.
could like blink and like change the channels.
Yeah.
It's like,
Turn it off and
wow, you
It's like,
are
wow, what a cool power.
you are a universal remote.
Yeah. And it's like the
Nifty.
military's after this kid. Like they take him too. It's like what? It's like what are you doing? You can turn off a screen. Big deal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh no, he's gonna fuck up the Super Bowl by turning on the big like
Yeah, turning it-
scoreboard or whatever.
Turning it
Oh,
off and
no.
on. Oh shit.
Shit.
But yeah, Eternals.
deal.
I
Yeah.
think they're more cosmic than like
Yeah,
Inhumans
they are.
and
And
mutants.
Yeah, yeah.
Like for
flying
example,
around and
I
shit.
think Thanos' father is an Eternal, which would make
Yeah.
Thanos an Eternal.
Mhm.
So I mean, yeah, interesting. Like, and it seems like Marvel, based on like rumors and like the way they're going more like cosmic for the universe.
Yeah.
Like just even with Infinity War, right? Like the most of the movie took place in space. Like not on Earth. 'Cause you had like, Asgardian ship, the Guardians of the Galaxy space thing, Nidavellir, Nowhere, and Titan.
Mhm.
And those took up a majority of the movie. And then there was like Earth, was like maybe a third of the movie. And then not only that, but like Guardians of the Galaxy is getting, Captain Marvel is even pushing more into that stuff.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more cosmic stuff. And it seems like this is also going that direction too.
Kind of seems like the Eternals are to the mutants as the Guardians of the Galaxy are to the Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might
Like similar, but just
yeah,
Yeah.
in
Different.
space.
parallel.
Yeah.
Uh, But yeah, should be interesting. I'm pretty sure this is a few years out, just because we're just now hearing
Yeah.
about writers.
Yeah.
Right.
It's probably a while off.
Hopefully not Final Fantasy a while off. Fucking
like
80 years down the road.
15 years
Yeah.
later.
Hopefully not. I also wouldn't be surprised. That's how things go sometimes, but
Yeah, unfortunately.
we'll have to see.
Any other thoughts on Eternals?
No.
No? All right,
Excited.
let's move on. Daredevil Season 3 is happening. Vincent D'Onofrio just ended his time on the set of Daredevil Season 3. He tweeted like yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But not only that, we have news about a villain that we didn't know about before. Bullseye is going to be in it. And
yeah.
Wilson Bethel is reportedly playing Bullseye in Daredevil Season 3. Rumor comes from Reddit. Uses MC Exchange. claims that they're currently working on the first episodes of Daredevil season 3. It started really slow, introduces many new characters. They do a whole episode about Bullseye's background. Kingpin is also there mainly, and taps or uses Bullseye a lot. So yeah,
Seems cool. I'm excited. I really like Daredevil season 2, so
Bullseye was the best part of that like shitty Daredevil movie.
that like really
Once
bad,
Upon a Time.
that really bad one with Ben Affleck.
Oh,
Early
what's
2000s.
Who was the guy that played him?
I don't remember the actor's name.
It was a bald guy. Remember, he's bald.
I mean
he- Bullseye's always bald.
but like they did like
He's
instead of
always
like
bald.
making
Yeah, I
a instead of like putting him in a costume, they had like a thing engraved into his head,
Yeah,
his forehead. The Ben Affleck Daredevil, such a great movie.
Horrifying.
Yeah.
Horrific film.
Yeah, he's a cool villain for sure. I think the only downside to having a character who can't miss is that in order for them not to always win, they have to miss.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
like,
I don't know. Like
they're just
Hawkeye's
really
a character
good.
who never misses, right?
But he's missed before, right?
No,
I don't think so.
I thought.
I don't think he's
No?
missed before. Not
Never?
on screen.
like
anyway.
like people have stopped
Yeah.
his arrows.
I
Yeah.
guess that's like the thing.
Like what was it? Like if you see in like Age of Ultron when they're on his farm, he's got like a target,
Mhm.
and like all the arrows are in the center.
Yeah.
Like there's none outside. But also like in Civil War, what is it? He says, you know, he went golf. He shot 18 out of 18. Never misses, and then you know he shoots his arrow, and then Iron Man's like, "There's a first time for everything." He's just like made you look like he was intending to do that. So I don't think we have seen him miss.
No.
He
We
always
haven't yet.
seems to hit his mark, yeah.
He just
But
uses
but
a
with
very
him-
ineffective weapon.
But with him, it's like, it's because it's with a bow, right? Like, he's only good at the bow, basically.
Right.
And with Bullseye, it sounds like he's good with anything. So if you were to give him, like, let's say, you know, a rocket launcher or an assault rifle, like, I feel like there's a big difference. Like, with an arrow, like, a fast hero could catch it.
Colin Farrell.
But you can't catch a
Yep,
bullet.
that's your play. Yeah, it was Colin Farrell. Holy shit. Okay, I'm remembering
Jesus.
this now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like it's a cool power, but it's hard to like use it properly.
Yeah.
But then again, like the series has done well so far, so I'm
Yeah,
not too worried
It's
about
more
it.
like making him miss versus like
Him missing.
yeah,
I guess
because
that
like you're
makes sense.
moving or whatever,
or the wind picks up. Like he can't tell the wind.
or
Yeah.
That's not like a thing he can do. Right. I mean,
wind is something.
yeah. Wind is a thing.
There is wind.
No.
But yeah, excited for Daredevil season 3. I
Yeah.
want it to come out because that's next to Jessica Jones. Well, those two are actually, I don't know if next to, but I mean, I guess they're about even for me.
Mhm.
Both so I want to see this.
For sure.
Um,
It was the original.
and really good. And Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk is really great.
So
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Very good.
Like it a lot.
Yeah. So we'll see when that comes out. No release date yet, unfortunately. But besides that, we've got new info on a new television show for Sci-Fi developed by the Russo brothers, who are best known for directing Captain America Winter Soldier, the Civil War, and Avengers Infinity War.
Mhm.
And then Infinity War, or Avengers 4, no title yet. They're executive producing this TV series based on the comic book of the same name. It's called Deadly Class, about a school for assassins. So what are your guys' thoughts on this?
Ass class.
Yeah, Ass Class is not. They're not a set. It's
Right.
Is it? Well, I mean, they're trying to kill the teacher. But
I mean, I'd say it's a class of assassins. Because our goal is to assassinate.
Yeah,
That would make
but
them
they
assassins.
weren't assassins.
To explain this, Ass Class isn't like a porno. It's short for Assassination Classroom, where their teacher's like a weird
Oh,
alien.
is that like some
It's an anime.
anime?
Yeah.
The teacher's like an alien,
An alien,
who's
they have-
gonna destroy the Earth.
If no one kills him,
Yeah,
and his like thing is like the Earth has like a year to live,
yeah,
but he's gonna teach a class,
yeah.
and if the class can kill him before the year's out, then Earth is saved.
Yeah. But yeah, I this looks cool. I want to read the comics now. Now
Yeah.
seeing that trailer, I
That
want to
looked
read
cool.
the comics. It's cool. The actor plays Wong in Doctor Strange and in
Yeah.
Avengers Infinity
I
Infinity
didn't-
Wars. Seems to be like a teacher at this
Yeah.
school in the series.
So I didn't know this until just now. The actor who plays Wong,
Mhm.
his name is Benedict Wong.
Yeah, it
Okay.
is.
We got 2 Benedicts on set.
Benedict
Jesus.
Cumberbatch, Benedict Wong.
Jesus,
Yeah.
that's gotta
Yep.
be really. I mean,
Well,
I
like,
guess they probably call him Cumberbatch and Wong.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
which is weird because like that's his character's name, right? But that's like his actual name.
yeah.
Also, do you think when they're giving Benedict Cumberbatch directions on stage and they're like telling him it's his turn to come on, they say "Cue Cumberbatch"?
Maybe
They're like
Cucumber.
cucumber bitch.
Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch, I guess.
I don't know.
I just wanted to use that pun.
Yeah, I want to read those comics now. It looks cool.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's on like Hulu or something because I don't have cable. So it's
It's on Sci-Fi. I
Yeah.
think Sci-Fi is connected with Hulu.
I think so. So
But yeah, looks cool. Supposedly coming out April.
oh nice. They
Oh
got,
well, it was picked up in April. Sorry.
Looks like they got like volumes of Deadly Class.
Looks like it's
on
coming out in
Amazon.
2019.
I'm assuming the prices of all those comics are gonna go up though.
I don't know. They're
I don't
all
know.
like $8 to $10 right now.
They might go
each per volume.
cheaper. Like sale.
'Cause-
Watch
I
it before the
suppose, yeah.
TV show.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
and they'll probably print more.
That
Demand
too.
increases.
Right.
Probably
You know
print.
what was interesting? I was like watching something and they're like, Marvel tries to be sneaky. Like they're like, oh, this next Avengers movie isn't based on anything. Or reprints old Avengers comic book. Like, hey, you guys should maybe check out this old Avengers comic. We're printing a lot more now. Like,
It's like weird.
weird that just happens to come out when there's an Avengers movie coming out and there's nothing else relating in the comics to this. It's so
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would expect they're gonna print more of Deadly Class.
Yeah,
Uh,
since people will be looking at it now.
but yeah, it looks cool. They had mentioned bringing in like the fighting style of Winter Soldier and other things, and
Makes sense. I'd imagine there'd be a lot, being that they're assassins.
yeah.
It'd be cool. Be like a
Mm.
live action anime, basically, because they'll be fighting because they're assassins.
Exactly. It'll be an animu.
Do you think they're gonna like turn
Yes,
to wooden
because
logs like
everything
in
fighting is
Naruto?
an assassin.
Dude, it gets even more absurd than that. Like later on, the amount of things people use to escape and get out of things just keeps. It starts with wooden logs, and it's like, well, actually, that was a clone of me. These are all clones of me. I am actually underground, and I just pop out and fuck you up now. Like shit like that happens. Or it's like, oops, we're escaping into another reality. Sorry. Shit, yeah. It's just,
Damn.
I'm almost done. So I watched way too much of that show in the past 3 days.
Yeah, I'm excited
Yeah.
for live action ass class. That's what I'm gonna call it.
Yeah.
Deadly Class. So yeah, that does it for movie type stuff this week. Let's go on to some video games. So a lot of some news pertaining to some games coming out before E3. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. They did a stream
I watched
showcasing it. Yeah, I'm doing this all based off JJ's notes. There's no campaign.
Nope.
Multiplayer has changed. There's more health. There's a health bar.
Yeah.
No jump packs or wall running.
Like you can see the other people's health bar. It's like
Okay.
when
Interesting.
you're shooting them, you can see it. So.
Battle Royale mode. Vehicles and shit.
Yep.
Zombies happens, time travel and shit. from
Yeah, it
what
looks
I
like
can
time
tell.
travel. Yeah, because the first thing they showed was like they were in like an ancient like gladiator arena of some kind, and like this dude picked up this thing, connected like this device together, and turned a bunch of people into zombies
Interesting.
to like make them fight the zombies.
Okay.
And then they're on the Titanic.
That's.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
Yeah,
Whatever.
where else would they be?
They're on the Titanic
Yeah.
and another thing.
Is it sinking like while?
No, what happens is like they're trying to steal shit, and they're like stealing the artifact from the previous thing that you saw, like where the dude in the arena turned people into zombies. They're stealing it. A cult leader looking guy grabs it and uses it, and like there's like a bubble that goes around you when you use it, and like everyone outside of it gets turned into zombies, and they like push him out. He gets turned into a zombie. Everyone on the ship gets turned into zombies.
Jesus.
Cool.
And they get out, and like you can tell it's the Titanic at the end because it like pans out. There's like a thing from on the ship that says Titanic, and there's a giant iceberg in the background.
That'd be fucking awesome if
Yeah.
like the map changes like while you're fighting zombies.
Yeah,
all of a
it's like
sudden
the iceberg hits
starts
and then
sinking, and
I would guess that's probably gonna be a part of it.
then they got the
Yeah.
Colosseum too.
Yeah.
mentioned there.
I'd be
Interesting.
curious what the like if the Colosseum bit you're only using melee weapons, like if there's like swords and stuff. That'd be
sick.
That'd be a cool change of pace. You
That's
know, I'd like
interesting.
This is
that.
why.
So no campaign.
No, none.
Interesting. Call of Duty has always
Yeah,
had a
they-
campaign.
Yeah, they didn't like spend too much time saying there wasn't a campaign. They kind of rushed through that
They're
part.
like, no campaign. Anyways, multiplayer.
Yeah, they were like, "There's no traditional campaign." Blah blah blah.
Well, I
There's
guess
story
it's-
elements.
This is like
in
Titanfall.
zombies.
And
There's story elements and
Battlefront.
zombies and some other parts of the game apparently, but
all the games, all shooters are coming to a collective singularity. Eventually, there's just gonna be one game a year called FPS.
No, 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 no.
here you go.
If only-
Here's your yearly.
FPS.
No,
Wow, it's like the same thing last
No,
year.
no, no, no. It's gonna be like EA's FPS, Activision's FPS.
Mhm. And that's gonna be the title of the game.
Yeah,
Activision's FPS.
right.
I mean, nothing else exists.
They're all gonna be the exact same game with different skins. I mean,
It's
they
already-
basically are already, but like, except for like a few.
I'm still like weirded out that Activision is on Blizzard's launcher.
Yeah.
It just doesn't fit.
Black Ops 4 is
It's
on
like
that
World
now.
of Warcraft, StarCraft,
I mean, it makes
Overwatch,
sense. They're
Black
the same.
Ops 4.
They're the same company.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, I just kind of wish that they were on Steam.
Oh, they
Instead.
were, but I don't know. Call of Duty on Steam was bad. Like it's
Maybe-
not good.
Is it bad?
Maybe
It
they're-
was. It just didn't work very well for some reason. I don't know what was up with that, but those previous ones, I only had like one.
I've
on
never
Steam,
played
but-
any. If I do get this game, it'll be on Steam or on the computer, but probably not unless a lot because I think you're the only one I know that like gets Call of Duty games.
Yeah, I usually get it for Xbox. Also.
Yeah, but I
Just
don't
like-
like,
Because
have a
that's
lot of
the
friends that get it.
definitive.
It's like that's just like
Edition.
most of the players are on for Call of Duty are on console. Call of Duty's not that popular of a PC game because most of the PC versions haven't been that good.
Well, and on the PC you got like
Besides, like,
Warframe, which is free
Well-
and it's an FPS,
you got a lot of
It's
free
like
FPSs
there's-
on PC. There's
Yeah.
a fuck ton of them.
and you got like CS:GO,
And, like,
which
you
is
got-
like the definitive.
Right.
It's like the most
PC.
popular, one of the most
Battlefield
popular.
is main.
Battlefield's on there.
PC.
Yeah, Battlefield too. So, I mean, it's good that they're like they seem to be giving a fuck this time. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I don't know, I'll probably still get it for
It's-
Xbox just because I don't know if I trust him. If that makes sense, I'm not sure.
I
don't know if I trust. him.
I don't know. Why is it called Black Ops? Okay, never mind. Well, I was gonna say why is it Black Ops 4 if there's no story, but
Yeah, it's,
whatever. Like, second off,
don't give a shit.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter anymore. It's just
Black Ops 2018 or
Yeah,
2019,
also,
I guess.
I haven't played a Call of Duty game since Modern Warfare 2.
Some of them were good. Modern Warfare 3 was all right. Ghosts is awful.
So, like, I haven't-
Ghosts is really bad.
So, like,
that
I
game
haven't,
sucks.
I haven't even played. Like, the first Black Ops happened after I had already stopped playing Call of Duty.
First Black Ops is pretty good. That one's one of the best Call of Duty games. Black Ops 2 is really good too.
I don't like how more and more titles are falling under the like sports, like one game a year.
Well, it's weird with
umbrella
them
now.
because like it's like different studios.
Right.
There's 3 studios, so one comes out every year. But
It just
like,
feels soulless.
it's like a rotating sort of deal.
It's just soulless.
You know what's weird? Like people
nothing
talk
to it
about
anymore.
like Microsoft, forcing the coalition to make Gears of War games and like 343 to make Halo games, which I get. Like that's a bet, but like Activision is like even worse. Like 3 studios only make Call of Duty, and that's it. 3.
Yeah.
Yes. What is it? Sledgehammer, Treyarch, and
The new one
and Infinity Ward.
Yeah.
Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer is the new
Sledgehammer is the most recent one. They made Advanced Warfare, I think.
Yeah.
The one with
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey in it.
Like because
and then
Infinity War
and World
made
War II.
Modern Warfare, Ghost, and then
Treyarch was Black Ops
and then
and World at War.
Yeah, and then same with Infinity War. But that's back when they did World War II games.
Yeah. Well, they still do I mean,
They
one
did
came out
one.
last year. Sledgehammer made that. That was their second game.
I feel like drawing a similar picture, I guess no pun intended with what I'm about to say. It's like in a comparison of like a factory churning out portraits of art compared to like an artist painting them.
Yeah.
Is
People
what it
eat these
feels
up,
like.
man. People
do
buy the
like a
fuck out of
factory,
it.
just like, oh, next game, here you go, Black Ops fucking 26. Who gives a shit? The
Yeah.
game, like, and then you got like people actually making new shit.
Yeah, the only one of these I haven't played in Infinite Warfare because it looked not good, but
Yeah.
I've played all the other ones, even Ghosts.
Yeah.
It's fucking
I'm just
terrible.
not into it anymore. It's easy to save money on video games when I don't like any of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's-
mean, I'll probably get it, you know,
money.
just because, mainly because of the zombies in the battle royale mode. I'll play the multiplayer. Like I usually like play the fuck out of the team deathmatch for like a month, and then I like never play it again. But
Well, now everyone's doing the fucking like
Battle
Overwatch slash
battle royale.
well, yeah, battle royale, but like the Overwatch like heroes list.
Heroes shooter.
Yeah, hero shooter. Like that's every shooter
Except
now.
Yeah,
there's only what?
Not every. Shooter.
I really only noticed Overwatch. Like all the other ones seem to fail.
Well, you
Yeah.
got because you got Rainbow Six Siege. I mean, they're not heroes, I guess.
But you have
It's
different.
the same thing. Like they're different people
Yeah.
with like specialties, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Black Ops 3 was that. Your character.
It's like TF2.
Yeah,
like
you're
going back to
a little less
the
like
first one I played.
individual than that, though. Like, because
Yeah.
your weapon loadouts, you can do whatever.
be similar. You could,
But
change
it's like
it,
you
right?
get like a special ability or
Right.
something. Like one dude gets
And
a
that's like
flamethrower.
a big thing people are doing now. I'd like to see something different. Is
Yeah.
all I'm saying with FPSs because it feels like people have found what works, which is cool.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
because they're
I
getting
want,
money.
to see this how this battle royale thing looks. Actually, there wasn't like any gameplay of it, so I don't know. I'm kind of curious.
Too late, Fortnite.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I mean,
Fortnite's free.
That's the big thing.
Yeah, you don't have to pay $60.
Why pay money
to play.
when you can not pay money?
Yeah. Free to play is a very good model
Yeah,
for making money.
We'll see how it does.
So
all right, moving on. Sony is ending the physical production of Vita games.
But it's such a big moneymaker for them.
yeah, I mean that's not surprising.
No, it's not.
One
so-
physical games. Come on, a little bit.
So who
At
gets
this point.
physical games anymore?
I only do
Two?
occasionally because sometimes like the used copies are cheap. That's about
Right.
the only time I get.
And 2, who gets games for Vita?
What comes out for? Not much comes out for that anymore. It used to be a lot of like small like
and those games
JRPGs.
go on just digital anyway.
Yeah.
right?
and a lot of them are also on like Steam or PS4.
That's
even.
like the big downside of the digital, though. Is like if you get a digital copy, it's always gonna be full price unless it's some like sale,
No.
obviously, right? But
Yeah.
like with like a physical copy,
It's like you can get a used
no,
based
copy.
on
no,
like
I mean, they reduce prices of digital games.
Yeah, but I mean like if there isn't a sale, it's
like there's
gonna
not
be
like
the
a
MSRP.
used price. You can't buy used digital.
Yeah, like if there
Oh,
not if there
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
a sale, it will be at MSRP.
Sure.
right.
So
yeah.
like
It's always just that MSRP price, but
Yeah,
Mhm.
which is
That's the only downside, I guess. I don't know. It's maybe not really a downside because you don't have to ever worry about like, oh, my disc is scratched. Like,
yeah.
that's not gonna be a thing anymore.
Right. But yeah,
Moving
the
forward, though.
Vita, it's almost dead.
Sorry, Vita.
Speaking of which, I think PSP is dead. Oh, so I speaking of the PSP,
Yeah.
me and my roommate were looking through this this person that we tangentially know.
Through different people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they had this website that's like technology for like parents sort of website thing. It's like how to use YouTube, how to use how to use a smartphone. Step 1, swipe with your thumb over to open or to unlock. Anyway, so that happened. There was an article or blog, I think, post on there that was like 20 items for your tech college student or whatever. And this was written like this past November, like November 2017. On the list was a PSP, a PlayStation Portable.
PSP.
They got paid to put that on the list.
No, there's no way. There's no way
they
they got
haven't made
paid.
PSP.
Sony was like, do it.
They haven't made PSPs.
They
like-
stopped making PSPs like years ago.
like a really long time ago.
That's so weird. I feel like it's
Like,
just
it's
a
over-
Sony fanboy.
it's over a
wrote that.
deck. No. Like I mean, I don't think they know games. I think it's like
Is it like a parent writing
yeah, it's a
guide
parent.
for parents?
it's a parent writing a guide for parents.
That's hilarious.
And so it's like that's 14 years old. The PSP came out in 2004.
Also, everyone knows you don't swipe with your thumb. You always use your pointer finger.
No, you don't.
You always use your pointer finger. If you're not using your pointer finger,
Well,
you don't
are
know
we
how
gonna have an
technology
argument
works.
now about how to open a phone?
No, I'm just making fun of old people. 'Cause that's
Yeah,
how
like
they
what's
do it.
up with that? Like,
Oh,
what's up
yeah.
with
All
that?
old people use
Why
their
don't-
pointer
why don't you
finger
just do-
exclusively.
Why don't you just do two thumbs?
Nope.
Two
Even when they
thumbs.
type, it's like
I just do. Poop. Yeah, that's the way my parents do it.
People
Like,
do. If you're over the age of 40 and you have a phone, I have bad news for you. You use your pointer finger. That's just a fact. You can't deny
use
it.
your
I
pointer
won't
finger
believe you
for some-
otherwise.
Like, use your pointer finger occasionally, but it's not like something.
No. But yeah, that's I don't know. I think the PSP is a little old. I don't know if maybe you should be buying that for your college student.
yeah.
Maybe don't. Maybe like the new
Kind of daft. Is daft the right word? I don't know.
Is it maybe like for the parents now, is it like Kleenex, Band-Aid, where it's like synonymous with what it actually like it's a brand name that's
I
synonymous
feel
with
like
the
they
item.
like looked up PlayStation,
Right.
found PlayStation Portable, and was like, "Oh, that's what the kids are playing these days."
It's a PlayStation and it's portable.
Oh, that's
obviously.
probably what they were like. It's like,
yeah.
like you know,
Get them like a handheld
like
console.
you
but it
want
said
like I know what
PSP.
a PlayStation is a game thing, and you know a portable
Station.
thing because as a college kid.
Right.
So
So yeah,
I mean, the names weren't very creative back then. PlayStation, GameCube, Nintendo Entertainment System. So they probably just synonymously referred to a portable handheld device
it's-
with a station that's portable that you
it's
play.
like people who call like all game systems like Nintendo.
Right.
Um,
Like, I'm gonna
only-
get that new Nintendo Xbox One.
oh, you playing Nintendo? Like, no,
No.
I'm playing my PC.
yeah, it's clearly not a Nintendo.
Close, very close. Good
Alright.
try. Nice
This
hustle.
is like this is an Ouya.
Oh man.
Fucking Ouya.
But yeah,
Get all those Android games.
silly parents. The
Tricks are
PSP's
for
dead,
kids.
and now the PS Vita's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead. Nintendo's
They're
got
all
the
dying.
fucking handheld market, man.
Yeah, and even the 3DS is almost dead. I mean,
Handhelds
I guess they're
fucked.
still making games for it, so it's not dead yet.
Well,
but like,
nowadays I'd consider a phone a
Switch.
handheld gaming device. So,
I mean, it basically is.
so
right?
now
It's
Nintendo
killed.
is against like Nokia and
Well, like I don't
them
know. Like
shits.
Nintendo Switch is basically their handheld now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
it is.
it's doing well.
So yeah.
Cool.
Speaking of Nintendo, Nintendo's Retro Studios is reportedly, more like a rumor, I guess I should say,
Yeah.
is making a Star Fox racing spin-off game.
Okay.
All
right.
I can dig it.
That's fine. That's okay.
Is it gonna be like the same thing, like when you talk about like Garfield go-karts?
According
Like that kind of
it's
thing,
like, so according to this, it's like Diddy Kong Racing
So it is.
mixed with F-Zero.
That sounds actually pretty cool.
Okay, I'm interested.
Can I play the F-Zero?
This will
soundtrack?
have an adventure mode of some kind, and there will be some boss fights in a hub world like Diddy Kong.
Oh, fucking speaking of which, do you know what this reminds me of? Speaking of, like, you know, like a Spiral's coming back and Crash Bandicoot came back. I remember CTR, I think it's called, Crash Bandicoot Team Racing.
Yeah.
That game was the shit. And it had like this...
Well, that was back when everyone was trying to replicate Mario Kart.
Yeah. And they were like, oh, we can do it. But then, like, they had like this campaign where like there was a map that was kind of like a really big racetrack, but you drive to like different portals and go to like races and stuff. I remember having a lot of fun with that game. I remember fucking Ripper Roo. He was an asshole. I can never beat him. Fucking blue
Fuck that guy.
kangaroo bitch.
Yeah. But I mean,
I'm psyched.
F-Zero would be cool.
Yeah, F-Zero, I
Um,
mean, well known.
So, interesting. To me, this
Star
sounds
Fox.
more like what when it says Diddy Kong Racing combined with like F-Zero, what I think of is like the Sega and All Stars team racing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe I'm
kind of thinking of Mario Kart, but specifically the F-Zero level.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with like the fucking...
Where you're just like going super fast and you're like, well, I can't drive at all. I can't turn. I'll just follow the road, I guess.
And die.
Yeah.
They should bring back pod racing. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Star Wars Episode 1, pod racing.
Do it.
Yes,
Now
that
you
game's
can
fun.
just call it Star Wars pod racing.
Yeah.
Only don't call it that, because then you're going to have the stupid fucking Battlefield
Only
1,
have the
Battlefield
Tatooine
1.
level and have Anakin talk about how much he hates sand.
And add like rocks all over the track. So you just fucking like constantly crash into them and explode.
It's working. It's working.
That'd be the whole level.
Now this is pod racing.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. Star Fox is... I feel like it's probably going to end up like as sort of a... Or at least feel like a reskin. Because we get a lot of these. I mean, even beyond like Crash Team Racing and Mario Kart and... there's another big one that I was thinking of that I forgot. But you got like South Park Racing. You got... Sega, like Sonic All-Stars Racing. Like, there's so many. I mean, it's not a bad thing to remake, I guess, but I don't know. After a while, there's so many like different. There's only so many different.
I
things
would
you can
feel
do.
it would be different because it's Nintendo,
Right.
and they like don't.
They don't like doing that.
They like if if it's just gonna be like Mario Kart, they would just put it into Mario Kart.
Right. So it's probably gonna be at least different enough.
Where it's not like Mario Kart.
Right. So,
Yeah.
we'll see.
So that does it for the news this week. Let's get on into some juice. Battle Royale. What other games are gonna do it?
Team Fortress 2 Battle Royale.
Dude, Valve doesn't
All
make
the
games. Okay, Valve is just swimming in the
Everyone's-
Steam money, and they don't give a fuck.
Everyone's heavy, but they pick up the Scout shotgun that makes them really fast.
All the FPS games.
Every FPS game, the Battlefield will probably have a
Overwatch
Battle Royale.
That'd
That'd be
Everyone's
dumb.
Genji.
I mean,
they pick
Halo-
up the soldier assault rifle and just...
Halo 6.
What if Halo
Over.
6 has Battle Royale?
No,
It will.
please,
It probably
no.
will.
It is.
No.
I guarantee you.
It probably
I will
has
bet
Battle
you
Royale.
$50.
Halo 6
that
probably
when
has
it
Battle
is
Royale.
announced, it's like Battle Royale mode. And
I swear to God, if I hear it, because at the Black Ops thing, they were like, we're doing Battle Royale, but we're doing it the Black Ops way. We're going to hear that exact thing 50 fucking times
We're
with
doing
different...
Battle Royale,
Yeah.
but we're doing it
the
Halo way.
The
the Battlefield way.
the Portal way.
The Titanfall way. The Division way. The Rainbow Six way.
The Destiny.
No. You can't even really do that because you don't actually pick up weapons in that game.
Now you do.
The Amazing Spider-Man way.
Oh god. Just like 30 Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
100
Just
Spider-Man.
like New York, like to just start like
assault rifle and just shoot up other Spider-Man. Actually,
That
have
would
different
kinda be
like because
cool.
you know there's like a shit ton of like different like alternative dimensions.
Yeah.
With Spider-Man, that would be cool. Like different Spider-Man with different powers,
Just
and like conversion of dimensions,
Yeah.
battle royale.
the Until Dawn way.
Oh no! Oh no!
what is there? Just like there's like what is there like 10 Wendigos and like 90 players, and you're just running through your fucking life.
The Outlast way.
Oh god! What's another game that you know would be the worst?
The Spyro way.
No.
That'd be weird. Yeah.
The
Spyro
Elder
the
Scrolls
Scroll
way.
Oh no! Please.
Hey
not.
guys,
that way.
here's an expansion. Here's another expansion to the Elder Scrolls Online. This time we're going Battle Royale.
Actually,
Battle
could-
Royale, but we're doing it the Elder Scrolls way.
that might
Not
actually
like we're
be-
not like all those other battle royales.
Not like all those other things with the same concept, with slight tweaks that make it mildly different.
No, but that'd be
Not- that's
kind of
the-
cool because that'd be more. I feel like not just Elder Scrolls though, but like a battle royale that has an emphasis on melee combat would be really cool. You know,
what is it? The
For Honor.
The For Honor
Oh
way.
no, not that melee combat.
Except
That's
doesn't that
bad
kind of
melee
art?
combat.
Well, I guess not. I mean, it's not a big map, but yeah.
Can you imagine like a 2D fighter made 3D, like Street Fighter Battle Royale?
Like Arms.
Yeah, like
Nintendo
Arms
gets in on the
Battle
Battle Royale. Oh, whoa. Nintendo doing their Nintendo Direct. You know, this new thing coming to Splatoon 2.
Oh no.
There's a new map, a giant map where you can get your Inklings and your Squid Boys and Squid Girls, and it's a single elimination, a race to the center, battle royale, but the Inkling
This is gonna be
way.
this is gonna be such a fucking meme this year at E3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die a little inside every time another battle royale.
We're
mode
bringing
is-
football to Battle
Oh
Royale.
my god, I can see that.
Madden is going to
NFBR, National Football Battle Royale.
FIFA,
is going to
the
battle
biggest
royale.
game in the world, is bringing battle royale.
Chess Battle Royale.
How the fuck does that work?
Everyone has like
Just
just
like-
100 sides.
You're just like,
That would take
yeah.
like years. You'd have 100 people
Battle
going
Royale
one
checkers.
at a time.
Battle Royale
Fuck it.
checkers. Battle Royale.
King me.
Oh shit! Fluffy Kevlar goes in for the king. It's just a name I made up.
Yeah, that's a good. That sounds like an
Okay.
esports name.
Yeah, that's it.
So we're in agreement. Every game is gonna get battle royale.
Pretty much.
Yep.
It'll be weirder if a shooter does not have a battle.
Yeah, I would
royale.
expect every shooter to have it.
Yeah, every single shooter is probably gonna have a battle.
This
royale.
cow. Basically, what happened is one person saw this cow, right?
Well, PUBG
And they started
happened.
like nurturing it
Yeah.
and like feeding it, and then this fucking mob just bum
Well,
rushes
well,
this cow and kicks
I mean,
the shit out of it.
it's like so like I mean, JJ's right. Like PUBG happened. It's just like with Destiny, right?
Yeah.
Destiny comes out now. All of a sudden, like the Division, now EA's Anthem. Every game is going like constantly online.
MMO shooter,
Half MMO
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
I've started playing Destiny again, and it works pretty well for them. It's kind of like Borderlands, where you pick up weapons. I don't know. I think they do really well at it, but it's just when it's
Anthem.
overdone. Like,
Anthem Battle Royale.
man, I hope Battle Royale dies so hard.
Crackdown 3 Battle Royale?
That would actually make sense.
I can't wait for the day where people start uninstalling Fortnite because no one plays it anymore.
No.
That'll probably be a long time.
Years.
from now.
Yeah.
I'll be 80
Well,
years
see,
old.
Fortnite took the took over PUBG. Like,
Yeah.
Because they're like, we're free.
We're free, and what do you know? The game works.
yeah.
What? No bugs.
It's weird when you do.
It's weird when the game isn't broken.
Yeah.
Strange.
You usually get people to stick around.
And when PUBG comes out of early access and it's still kind of shitty. Interesting.
I feel like if PUBG didn't go early access, they might have had something.
Well, they
worked
had
out
to.
all
though.
They
bugs.
probably would have like had some like the game would still be the game, and like assuming that. I mean, I'm not going to assume it was just like the timing it came out. I mean, it might have been, but like, I feel like if they didn't do that, no one would have like known about it. I mean, maybe Fortnite maybe knew about it.
Well, I think a lot of it too is because there's a lot of like stuff that happens in the backgrounds of games. Like even like when it's in early access and you're watching them update it, like there's shit like, oh, we fixed bugs, right? And that's kind of on the DL and not a whole lot of people noticed it, but it's like a big deal and it took a lot of hours. And so to like make early access like that means now everyone's watching you update this game.
Yeah.
And if you're not making visible changes, people lose interest.
Yeah, people.
And that's a lot more work because you still have to fix the bugs no one sees in the background. They're like 100 people out of everyone that played your game noticed.
Yeah.
You still got to fix those. That take hours of like coding to fix.
And you gotta
but
add
no
new,
one notices.
and you gotta add new content.
Yeah,
at the
like
same
constantly, so people are interested.
Yeah.
So I think that's how early access takes lives.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of feel bad for PUBG because like he created this, right, and
Yeah.
he's like losing out on it.
Yeah,
because
Well, because
people are
like,
stealing
bad
his
time.
idea.
well, 'cause Fortnite's more popular than PUBG.
Yeah,
Miles more popular.
yeah, but like I mean, just saying like people
Yeah.
stole his idea.
Yeah,
and
and
then,
then they
better.
did it. They were more successful.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But yeah, so every game will have battle royale. Every FPS will at
Yeah.
least. Halo
World of
Wars
Warcraft.
2 will have battle royale.
World of Warcraft
Battle Royale.
Yeah.
PUBG.
StarCraft Battle Royale.
I
Oh,
swear
that'd
to
be awful.
God.
100-person
swear to
game.
God.
Zergarush.
Hearthstone.
Everyone's Zergarush.
Hearthstone getting battle royale.
Oh man.
I hate it. I hate it.
Boring, like slow-paced puzzle games.
Borderlands 15 Battle Royale. I
The
don't know.
Walking
Actually, that'd be
Dead.
kinda cool.
That'd be fine.
What season is The Walking Dead?
They did
4.
2.
They did 4?
3. There's been 3
So
so
Walking
There's been
Dead.
3?
Yeah,
right,
Walking
right,
Dead
yeah,
season
Walking
1,
Dead
season
season
2,
4 battle royale.
Man.
I hate everything sometimes. It's like,
Although, we were joking about it, but a Spider-Man battle royale would be
Yeah,
really
kinda
multiple
cool.
interesting.
dimension. Like
That'd be
kinda
I'm
I'd be
medieval
down.
Spider-Man, and I got like I don't know.
You're like, I'm
Yeah.
Spider-Man 29.99. Fuck you.
yeah.
Yeah. That'd be kind of cool. I'd dig it.
Except obviously you wouldn't kill.
They'd all
because
swing around.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, you'd
Yeah.
have to like
It'd be like
incapacitate them.
yeah.
You just wipe them to a wall, and they can't move. And it's like, oh, I win.
It's like, yep, you're out.
And then you just like as you're swinging, like as less
Well,
and
it's
less
like-
Spider-Mans are
Like
around.
actually
like,
thinking about
they're
it,
all
like
wiped.
in a giant like New York city like
That'd be kind
world.
of cool. That'd be
be
really.
alright.
Wow, now I'm convincing myself that this is
would-
this is actually a thing that would be fun.
It
Yeah.
wouldn't actually be like battle royale though, because Spider-Man wouldn't pick up weapons. He wouldn't need like
Right.
food and water and shit like that,
Mhm.
or Red Bulls. He would just have his powers, and maybe there'd be health packs or something, I guess. But it wouldn't. It'd just be kind of
You
like
could
a
maybe
free-for-all.
like the thing is like Spider-Man's web shooters are his own making, so
Yeah.
maybe you could like put like
different web shooters.
different-
yeah,
That'd be cool.
or like an ammo and stuff.
Like you
that.
start out with just like the normal like sling one, and maybe
Mhm.
like one that shoots like a weak like projectile,
Mhm.
and then you'd slowly upgrade to like, oh, now I have a Kamehameha fucking web thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Shooting big old Hadouken web balls. That'd be cool. You know what? That would be the one game I'd actually like probably think about getting if all of a sudden Spider-Man was like Battle Royale. I'd be like, sure,
Yeah.
let's see where
That'd be
that goes.
alright.
That's like different enough to be interesting.
Yeah, actually.
It's not an
not
FPS.
Right.
Fuck yeah, do it.
There you-
Activision, right? Do it, Activision.
There you go, Marvel.
Marvel, Activision.
Marvel, Insomniac.
Insomniac, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever. All you companies working on the new Spider-Man game, fucking at it. Quick.
It's free. Although I expect credit in
In
a special thanks.
Yeah, special thanks to the Clever and Original podcast.
Yeah.
for telling you to do Battle Royale.
For telling you to do the thing that probably
Everybody
Mark
is doing.
Yeah.
That everybody is doing right.
Solitaire Battle Royale. All right, I'm done.
Yep. It's
No more
Alright.
memes.
All right, I think that does it for us on this episode of the Clever and Original Podcast. Jay, if people wanted to find you on the social media sphere, where could they do that?
If you're interested to see all the things I do on Twitter, follow me on Twitter at Jayden Reinhart.
Follow me, J Larson 107.
And you can follow me at Kody Misialek on Twitter. You can find us all at Clever_Original on Twitter. And as you are right now, listen to us each and every week on SoundCloud, iTunes, and other podcast services. And we'll catch you next week on episode 147.